Guys, this is Ahmad United. This young boy from Ivory Coast is turning Manchester United into something of his own. But guess what? Ruben Amorim is up to something. That second half from Man United, it's the most convincing Man United performance I've seen against a major team in a long time. For the first time, no wonder, since Sir Alex Ferguson, the Man United manager wins his first Manchester derby. Welcome to the United Sport. My name is Webb, guys. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I come here every day and cheer you up to tell you guys we've got it in us. We've got the potential to win big games of football. This man, Ruben Amorim, is showing us that our squad, I was never convinced that our squad was as bad as everyone felt it was. Listen, Ruben Amorim boldly chooses to do something that has been long overdue. Drops Marcus Rashford and Alejandro Garnacho again for a game against Manchester City on the road. Everyone was shocked. People were shook. I was happy. I was like, this is the manager. Remember, I told you I'm nearly almost not talking about Marcus Rashford no more until he's out of Man United. Amorim was listening. Guys, that is how bad it had become for Rashford. Listen, don't tell us about how many goals he has scored against the big teams, Man City, Arsenal, and what have you. His attitude, his game, his mentality has all dropped. Amorim said he assesses everything from how you turn up for training, how you dress when you're coming for a match day, how you play, your attitude, your performance on the match, in a match. This is exactly what he best on to drop Marcus Rashford and Alejandro Garnacho. Isn't that what we're all advocating for? But what a comeback victory. Amad Diallo is such a hard worker. This boy, he has now got, it should be 10 goal contributions in 9 games for Man United. Listen, this boy is involved in everything positive that Manchester United does. We lacked such a player. Him and Bruno are slowly teaming up to form something impeccable. But low-key, guys, honorary mention to Anthony. Anthony, Amorim is transforming Anthony into something useful. Anthony is doing something with Anthony. There is something I'm seeing going on, but let me just stick to Amad Diallo and give him his props. This boy is such a hard worker. For me, that's the most important thing. His this pressure is continuous. Is hungry and angry from the start to the end of the game. These are the players you need. Amorim in him has found a boy to rely on up top. People are thinking Mount went off, unfortunately, gets injured again, and we can't press from high. And I'm thinking, actually, Ahmad is our best presser if you think about it, because he presses the ball. He doesn't press the individual. Ahmad presses the ball, and most times he wins it. And when he does that, he's extremely meticulous. He doesn't make mistakes. Look at the penalty. Because he was in a tight angle, he couldn't shoot, does the right thing, and he knew in such a thing, the first thing, you cannot blame Neves, the defender. You are going to be foiled in such a scenario. But the second goal, that beauty of a goal, how smart. First of all, Lisandro Martinez, the other top baller today, I thought Lisandro Martinez had one of his best games in Man United, by the way. He had dropped sort of in levels, but this was such a performance from Lisandro Martinez. But what an assist to Amad Diallo. But give all the flowers to Amad. This boy is passing to his teammates. He's beating defenders. He has got no respect for everyone. Whenever we're trying to initiate something, it has to go through Amad or Bruno. Give Bruno his flowers as well. Does Bruno ever miss a penalty? The composure with which he just sent Ederson the wrong way. You're thinking, guys, but let's talk about the general performance. First half, Man City, yes, dominated possession a bit, but yes, they scored a lucky goal, if you ask me. People were attacking on Nana for that header. It was a bit of a lucky goal because it took a deflection from Ahmad. But listen, in the second stanza, you wonder what Amorim tells players at the break. I remember in the previous game when Hoyland said the energy the team took at halftime helped them to come back the way they did in the second half. I don't know what this guy does, but he certainly has something that he does to these players that gets them running like lions. Look at the hard working. The second half was all Man United. I've not seen Man United build play with comfort, with confidence, make good transitions. We look like a good football team playing against Man City at the Etihad Stadium. When did you last see that, guys? For me, I feel it. We're on the right track, and the messages now Amorim is sending to these players, if he has got the audacity to do something we prayed for a long time, put Marcus Rashford out of the squad, put this Garnacho on the bench to discipline them, to send a message to them. He does that and beats Man City at the Etihad Stadium. This guy is something. This guy is something else. Player ratings, Andrew Nana, out of 10. Andrew Nana, I would give him what? I would give Onana, he wasn't asked a lot of questions. Honestly, I would give him a 6 out of 10. Backline, delete, started with Maguire and Alessandro Martinez, then Mazraoui, of course, who was dropping back in intervals and, of course, supporting the backline. But the back three, starting back three, I would give each one of them about 7 out of 10. I thought they tried. Maguire had a good game. People won't give Maguire his flowers. He had a composed performance in there. Like the leader he is, you saw him performing extremely well. I think he partnered well with the lead. Then Lisandro Martinez was the best. I'll give Lisandro Martinez 7.5 out of 10. He was the better of the defenders, if you ask me. Go into the middle. Ugarte, what a baller. Ugarte does little important things, guys. He's the fulcrum on which we spin from the back. His work rate and how he wins balls back and, of course, commits tactical fouls, he's important. I would give Ugarte a 7 out of 10. Then I would take, of course, Kobe came on early in the game. But later you realize, guys, that Kobe was playing behind the striker, was like a 10 later in the game. He kept switching with Bruno, but mostly Kobe. In the second stanza was 10, and Bruno was almost dropping back. Guys, Amorim, I told you, for me, the manager who realized that Kobe is best as a 10 will be the right manager for Man United. You're beginning to see it with this Amorim guy. That's one of the little tweaks he made. They kept switching with Bruno, but Kobe was more of the 10 in the second stanza. I hope you took note of that. I would give Kobe a 6 out of 10. I would give Bruno a 7 out of 10. Amad Diallo was at, I think, 9. I think he was outstanding for Man United. He was so outstanding for Man United. What a performance. Højlund, good order play, physical, trying to come and support. Højlund is big. I'm surprised that he's bigger than Erling Haaland. I would give Højlund a 5 out of 10, I think. Antony comes on, and I thought Antony brought a bit of life again and, into the game. He's not playing a lot of negative football, passing when he's supposed to, playing along with his team. I'll rate him in this one. I'll give him a 6 out of 10. I think Antony is transforming into an important player for Man United, by the way. Day in and day out. Right now, he's ahead of Garnacho, as you can see. Listen, tough games coming. We come from behind, beat Victoria Prison. We come from behind, beat Manchester City. We've got more games coming. We've got Liverpool, we've got Newcastle. Listen, Wolves who have just sacked their manager. I'll tell you, one game after the other, we will maneuver. I told you after the Arsenal game on the 12th, we will have a proper idea of who Ruben Amorim is. But I'll tell you, the last 45 minutes of the Man United game is more of a semblance of Amorim. I would give him and the handling of this game, first of all, big flowers for the decision he did before the game on Rashford and Garnacho. I would give Bruno a 9 out of 10. For me, this is his best handled game, by the way. Best performance since he started coaching Man United. For me, this is it. I'm sold. This should be the turning point for Man United. Give me your opinion about the game. My name is Webb. Man United is back. Manchester is red. Ole, 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 ole. Amorim, Ruben Amorim.